What's up, Warriors of Jigoku? We are playing some more Dynasty Warriors at Empires, and I gotta say real quick to you, this is my third attempt making this video. So, things happen, but we'll get into that. We are playing, or well, introducing, wrong altar, god damn it. We are introducing another character into the, I guess you could say that's in, I guess just the light showcase videos, I guess. I don't really know, because it's not really a backstory. I'm gonna put it in the backstory one, but this isn't really a backstory. This is a showcase. Also, fun fact, didn't realize that the main camp changes position. So this is Guandu Castle right here, and then one of the forts of either Baima or Yanjin, I don't know which one it is. So the one on the far right or Guandu Castle are usually the main camps. I just noticed that. That's pretty cool. But enough about that. We are here to show off. Well, I'm here to show off for like the 18th time. Oh, wow. Couple of Chiuski and Sinon. And Haruhi's here. Alright. I love seeing that. I love seeing them just stand up like, I'm fine. Ah! But yeah, okay. So, as up. Alright. Stop whipping me with the damn cloth. It's a cloth. Oh no, the softness is too much. Too much comfort. Oh, that's a Muso. So, I'm sorry, yeah. So, this is a showcase for Chiuski. She is the younger sister to Sin, a character that I've shown off previously as well. And she is pretty much just your ideal best friend. Like, that's literally what she is. She is the ideal best friend in my story. She is the most cheerful and most loving, caring character you can probably see in this story of mine. So, I gotta say, for one, I love her to death. I completely forgot okay, so, like I said, this is like my third or fourth take of this video. I completely forgot Hikari was even in here. I just needed one extra person in here. I was like, Hikari. Well, actually, we'll do this. I didn't do this last time. We're gonna bring the lover over. His name is Hayate. That is Chiuski's lover. Or at least love interest. They haven't banged or anything. They're just boyfriend and girlfriend right now. As far as you know. But, yeah, so I'm gonna go over some key moments with her to show like how caring and everything she is and everything. But like I said, she is just a super uber caring best friend. She is the best friend to Shine. She is a very faithful friend to Light, and she is also a very good little sister to, I guess I can't really say little, but younger sister to Sin. So it doesn't really show that much of how good of a younger sister she is to Sin, because she does end up leaving him. But only because Sin ends up going on a very, dark path that Chiuski is not proud of. So she ends up going against Sin to try to, fight him and try to convince him, hey, this path you're taking just ain't good, bro. You need to chill out. Which I can at least say, because Sin, like I said, is a very, very heavy main character in this series of mine. So, yeah, she convinces him. But let me say also real quick, this is under no influence of why Sin was like that. He's just generally, it's his upbringing and everything. And funny enough, I did actually decide to go more in-depth with that and everything, so I might do a recap of Sin. Alright, Suzaku, I think you literally just kicked her right in the ass. Light was literally standing right in front of you, just kicked his mom legitimately right up her ass. Don't know how he feels about that, but I felt a little uneasy. Actually, let's, we might have to do some ordering here. So we're gonna have, who is this? Whoever you are, Shine. And we'll have Sin go there. I think that's it. Oh, Hikari. We'll just have them go defend the base. Actually, we'll have we'll let Haruna and Light and Suzaku handle this base. We're gonna go take the center with Hayate. So yeah, I guess we'll start off with one of the base one of the key moments of Chiuski. Like I said, she is a main character, but she's like a main side character pretty much. Like, she does have prominent roles at times, but nothing concrete to where she's like the main attraction of the story and anything like that. So, girl, if you struggle, you have Suzaku and Light with girl. You have Suzaku and Light with you. Don't even. But yeah, so let's go over pretty much just a key moment that, legitimately at the beginning of the story. So at the beginning of the story, she is pretty much just a high profile kind of girl. She is. Like I said, she is the younger sister of Sin, which means she's also the daughter of Jin and Chiwa. And they are both leaders of the Choa. No, the Chumong. I'm sorry, not the Choa. The Chumong army. The Choa is what Light leads. The Chumong are the ones who like seek order and control and all that crap. They're the Templars. But sorry, that was a really bad joke. That it really made me throw off track. But what I'm getting at is she is pretty much just a very high-profile kind of person. Though she doesn't, but the personality-wise, she doesn't come off as it. Excuse me. God, I can't even speak because I've been going over this freaking thing like so many times. I don't script this stuff because screw scripts. Even though they're fun to do. So, shut up. But yeah, because she is so high profile, she came off as a bit intimidating just because of her status and everything in the land, because her father literally owned part of the land, or owned the land that the Chumong ruled over. So she was very high profile. So during her childhood, it was very hard for her to make friends regardless of her very cheery, bright, and upbeat personality. Eventually, she got older. People were getting more comfortable with her because she was able to be out in the public more and also just speak out more about the land and how her father is and everything like that. Because they were, for Jean, he's pretty much just like seen, except not honestly as cruel. Jean could actually be a very, very nice father and everything. Partner, are you kidding me? You disappoint me, girl. Even though Scene is a complete full-blown douchebag, but I actually go over that. I actually, like I said, I might actually do a video on Scene again, maybe do a recap of him, because I actually do have a more in-depth backstory to his upbringing and everything. Or at least to mention why he is the way he is and everything, and has a lot to do with both his father and Zine. But let's get back to Chiuski here. So because of all that, as she gets older, she ends up making more friends and everything because they're seeing her for how she is, for who she is and not what she is in terms of status. So because of that, she's able to just get to make so many friends, and then she ends up befriending. Good Lord, English today is so bad. She ends up befriending Shine when they are both taking part in the Kaijima rebellion, when they are allied with the Hellspawn. And so during that campaign, she ends up befriending Shine and then also befriends Light and everyone else. But she ends up running into a boy who has been orphaned, and that is the boy known as Hayate. So, hang on. Ugh, excuse me. Sorry. Okay, there were 3 people over here. Fair play. I'll let it slide just this time, Harna. I still think you could have took them, but... But yeah, so she ends up meeting the orphaned Hayate. He wears rags and everything when he's younger. Long hair, not properly groomed or any of that stuff. What is happening here? Oh, my aerial. Man, this barrier's supposed to protect me. Yo, Dad, really? You gonna beat my ass like that? That's not nice. Are you gonna try to? You failed, but you were gonna try to. And this is why I actually do love doing these off-script kind of videos, because I can just be stupidly off-topic at times, even though I'm trying to tell a story. But as I was saying, so yeah, she ends up meeting this the boy Hayate, who is completely wearing rags, long ungroomed hair and all that. He just has it in a ponytail to try to make it manageable and all that. So she ends up befriending him, and eventually ends up feeling a strong connection with Hayate. And so they eventually... Why is she so fast? And they eventually end up kind of like having feelings for one another during the campaign as they have more time with one another on the battlefield. And so eventually, after the rebellion and everything is said and done, Chiuski ends up pleading with her father to have Hayate come over and join the Chumong in order to have a home, have money, and be properly groomed. So I actually do have a alternate attire for Hayate, which is a more early version of him. He went through a transformation as well. His outfit and everything ended up being changed, and his hairstyle as well. And I gotta say, I love this look for my Hayate. Hayate just looks so good in this one. And I wanted to make him look really good because he is one of my main characters. So I really had to make sure I gave him love like I did with the other characters. Because at the time, I didn't really give him that much love. I didn't give him that much time, at least I should say, in his customization. This time I decided to take a little more time into it and actually consider what would look good for him and for something like him and his style with the nunchucks and everything. And I gotta say, he actually has one of my favorite designs right now out of out of the 5 main guy characters. As I've mentioned, my story is probably going to revolve around Light, obviously, Scene, Chenshun, Suzaku, and Hayate. So all 5 of them are going to get a lot of spotlight in my story and everything. Because all 5 of them eventually end up just becoming like Oath Brothers and everything when all things are settled and done. And speaking of Light, actually, this is another key moment for Chiuski where she ends up coming into play. So I'm not going to try to spoil this or anything. But Light ends up losing someone that he really dearly cares about, and it puts him down into a major, major depression and slump and everything, and it literally makes it to where he is completely incapable of trying to run the Chowa army, which he, at the time, was indeed ruling. So this was, at the time, when Chiuski left Scene realizing, wow, my brother, stop it. Stop being a douche. I'm going to go join this side and try to make you see the error of your ways. So that's what she ends up doing. And then Light, ends up losing that very, very close person to him. And then Chiuski is pretty much there to be his counselor and also be like the rock for him as well. She tries to cheer him up and also try to let out his emotions and everything to try to help him move on from the loss and everything like that. Harna eventually ends up being the one to be like the main reason why, but Chiuski, I have to say, is also one of those key people. Why? Because she was there almost as much as Harna was for Light at the time. So it really just shows how much she genuinely cares about her friends and everything. And for her, she isn't really super into like the warrior kind of stuff. She is there to like when she needs to be, but if she doesn't have to, she really does not choose to. I was going to use Oscar's Might, but I don't have it. I had a raid set up before because I was like, I'll just do a raid, but I felt like that was going to just take too long. So I'd like to record other things. And other things aside from Chiuski. Good lord. I love her, but God almighty. But it really just shows. So what I was trying to get at with all that, she actually aims to be an instructor for the newer generation. She loves children. She literally, like, she has such a thing for children. She loves, like, trying to, like, help the new generation become, like, as good as they can be, as innocent and as kind-hearted as they can be. So pretty much just try to be her. She doesn't say it like that, like, be as good as me. But she notices, like, the vibe she gives to people and everything. So she wants to be able to, like, have the younger generation be just like that. So she sees herself that she can be a good role model, and she tries to be like that. So she tries to learn to be a teacher or instructor or sensei or whatever you want to call them. So that's what she earns to be. And like I said, she loves children, so yeah, you get ready, Hayate. You're going to plow her. I haven't actually had them plow in the story, so don't try to like giggity me on that. That's my thing. I do that. I do the stupid giggity plugs. But yeah, I mean, eventually, because I do have a whole nother story as well after everything is said and done with Light's arc with his friends. Light and Friends. That's the story name. But I do have a whole nother story with a whole nother character that has no blood relation to Light whatsoever, honestly. I feel like that's a really, really big jump, because usually when it comes to it, people would try to like at least stick in the bloodline or something like that if they try to do a whole new series. But for me, I actually kind of want to do this with a brand new character. Light is still going to be like a key player in it, but it's going to be focused around a whole nother character. It's going to be over a young like child girl who ends up growing up to be a very strong warrior and everything like that. So I feel like that's a really, really, really risky thing, because I know like if it's not like at least a blood relative, it's like it's a thing. But I have been trying to go in depth with that character as well. So I've been writing it, and I've been getting more and more okay with this character because I love her design, I love her personality, and she has this kind of outcast feel to her, which will be revealed whenever I do a story for her or a backstory video for her, because I feel like I can do one. I don't mind showing off her. There she is. Good lord, I was trying to find where Haruhi was. Get out of here, girl. Get out of here. All right, so now we gotta go beat up my mama. We gotta go beat up Chiwa, who also will probably just get a showcase, not a full-blown backstory video. So I'll just tell you right now, I'll be as blunt as possible with this thing with Chiwa and Jean. So literally, there isn't really anything going on. They're both like, they both live in the land that Jean now rules. And Chiwa and him just ended up just like really digging one another because they ran into each other a lot. And so, basically, in a comedic sense, in a comedic blunt sense, Jean and Chiwa pretty much asked themselves, "Hey, you want to bang?" They're like, "Yep." And that's how it happened. There's the backstory. There's the lore. You're welcome. Not everyone has to have a giant lore, in my opinion. If you do that, you're just going to overwork yourself and just have everyone else just like, all right, there's just too much. So sometimes it's good just to not think too deep into things like that. So that's what I really like about doing that, about making my own story, because then I can do stuff like that. All right, so I didn't actually mention why this was the fourth one. So my software was actually fine this time. I did a setting where I accidentally reset the bitrate on it. So the bitrate was complete and utter crap. So it looked like I was playing off a PlayStation. So I was like, oh my god. And then I ended up getting sidetracked with something else very important. So I actually had to cut the second attempt. And so here I am doing this third video. But guys, this was the showcase for Chiuski. I know it was a little rambling, but like I said, this was my third or fourth attempt on this video. So I'm really drained from it. And I'm ready to do another video. So, regardless, I hope you all did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. And I'll be sure to try to do another one of my backstory videos again pretty soon, because it's been a good minute. Fanlore Friday has been keeping me really busy with doing all these script stuff, so that's why I've been kind of like keeping away from it. But I think I can at least do one video at least with that. I think I'm going to probably do it with Sinon next, because Sinon, from what I've just recently wrote for her, what she goes through at the beginning and where she ends up being at the end of Light's story is really, really cool. And actually, because she's one of my very first characters, I really want to do this because, like I said, very first character, I have a lot of love for her. So I really do look forward to doing that. So guys, comment down below as well your thoughts on the character Chiuski, and I guess you could also say Hayate as well. And if you are new to the channel, and you haven't already, and you are enjoying this content that you see on this channel, be sure to hit that sub button, because we are trying to hit 500 subs before summer. 2 months left, and I know we can make it happen if we just believe hard enough. So with all that being said, guys, thank you all very much for watching this video. I will see you all in the next one. Farewell.